Today, we're going to show you guys a cow with not one, but two issues on her feet. Let's get into this trim. You guys ask me all the time, what do we do when cows have two issues? Let's have a look. So we're going to start this trim by dropping as much of this excess height as we possibly can with that grinder. And you can see on this hoof there is quite a few little bits of damage on both toes that we're going to have to look at just in a little bit more detail. But as soon as we start with the grinder, you can see that on this outside toe, it's basically going to pretty much nothing. So we're going to focus on the inside for the minute. As much of this loose horn as possible, and we're going to see if there is any damage worth treating on this hoof. What do you guys think? What is going to be in this hoof? Where is this little hole I'm trimming right now going to go? So we're using rasp to add a little bit of texture onto this hoof just to get a really good glue contact. We're making sure there is no debris or anything like that left. And then we're just going to add a little bit of heat and make sure there is nothing under this little white line issue, which is tracked to nothing. So we're good to go. We're going to glue a shoe on and then we're going to get to treating this sole ulcer. For anyone that dropped a comment down below, this is a sole ulcer, although it is not a very big one. We're going to get to trimming all of that out and leaving this girl feel a little bit more comfortable before we get on to her other front hoof. But just to make you guys aware, her other front hoof is way worse than this one. So let's see how that one's doing. Right, just this tiny little sole ulcer. Give it a little chlorhexidine, also give it a little bit of inch care. Right, while I'm waiting for the block to go off, get some cows loaded up in the back. Have to go, darling. I needed to go through my squeeze gate. Basically, that really went down a drain. Gosh, just absolutely caned the gate right into my elbow. That was not very fun. Right, that's one hoof done. Let's have a look at our other front foot because I'm pretty sure there's going to be something in there. Let's go. Right. There is definitely going to be an issue in here. Let's just see if I can get... Don't think I'm going to be able to wash this. Let me try. So I wasn't able to wash this hoof properly because the hose just wouldn't quite reach. So I got it as far as I could. I didn't want to get the camera wet by spraying it really hard. I didn't want to get any of my grinders or any of my tools wet. So we very delicately used the hose just to make it a little bit better for you guys to see. So you can sort of see her just flexing a little bit when I'm trimming. I've actually got all four of her feet off the ground at the minute. So it kind of makes them just a little bit uncomfortable. They've got double belly band to support them, which keeps them quite happy, quite content. content, but it does mean that they have a little bit of flexing, a little bit of flinching, or not flinching, that's the wrong word, but a little bit of movement when we're trimming. But I want to keep both these back feet off the floor because I don't want to risk myself getting kicked, getting hurt while we're doing this trim, and I don't know what is going to be under here, so I want to make sure I'm keeping myself as safe as I possibly can. We're going to do the same as that other front hoof. We're going to put some texture in it. We're going to put some heat into this hoof, and we are going to Hoof Grip Pro on a great little wooden shoe. This is not going to be very easy to trim. So I'm pretty confident this is going to be a challenging little trim. There is a little bit of fractured damage that you can see here. Little bit of green glue. Beautiful. We get asked all the time, what do we do when there's cows with issues on multiple feet? On, two issues on the same hoof. So I'm going to talk you guys through what we do when there's issues on both feet, and in this case, both front feet. I mean, there's not a major amount we do differently. We block both feet. We make sure the glue has a little bit longer to cure because I need this cow to not be overcompensating on either hoof. You sort of saw me going in, loading the race, getting more cows in, etc. That is because I need to give this glue as much time as possible to form a bond, because I have to keep these blocks on. So now we're going to continue with trimming out this sole. So I said at the beginning, this is going to be a fiddly little trim. I was pretty sure there was going to be multiple fractures, but turns out there isn't much in here. Sometimes I wish I blocked after. I think it would make my life much easier, but I just want this cat in and out. What do we think? Let's have a look-see. So as you guys can see, there is not a huge amount actually in this. There's not a major issue, it's just a sole ulcer. Now I say just a sole ulcer. We could fix that with a routine trim. This could have been prevented if we routine trimmed on this farm. So when we talk about issues like this is a huge expense to the farmer. There could be losses of anywhere up to $750 to £1,000. So what's that? $1,000 to $1,300? Huge losses just because this cow didn't get a routine trim. She's wrapped, she's had salicylic acid, and now we're going to send her on her way. Issue 1, issue 2. Can I load a cow while holding the camera in one hand? Let's find out. There we go, Danny. Let's watch this cow walk. So she's looking pretty comfortable on those blocks. In the background there is a little bit of dirt around on this farm. Now they are automatically scraped out. By the time these cows come back through here again to be milked, everything here will be clean. But at the minute it doesn't look the best. She's walking pretty well. The trim went as well as I think it could have gone, judging by the fact she's got an issue on both feet. Fingers crossed this gal in future will be feeling much better. She gets the joys, going straight out, straight to eat. That's what we want. So if you guys want to see more cows, just like cow number 1800, just seen, smash that subscribe button. And we will catch you guys when we do a recheck on her in a few videos time. Cheers, guys.